Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions Naija. The story you're about to listen to comes from a message I received from one of our sisters, and the message reads like this. Hi, Uncle Ori. Thank you for helping me share my story. Please, before you judge me, just listen. I need to confess something I've been carrying for many years. It's heavy, it's shameful, and yet it's the truth. My name will remain hidden, but my pain, my regrets, my story, I want you to hear it. I poisoned my own husband, and I was never caught. But before you jump into conclusions, let me take you back to where it all began. I was a young wife, maybe too young. My husband worked in the mines of Johannesburg. Every time he left, he would be gone for 2 years straight. No calls, no letters, nothing, just silence. I used to stare at the window every night hoping, praying that he would come back home, even if it was just for a day. When he finally did come home that year, I wasn't the same woman he had left behind. I had matured, I had questions, I had suspicions, and the worst part, the rumors were already everywhere. My husband had gotten another woman pregnant in Johannesburg. I was crushed, but I wasn't shocked. Deep down, I had been preparing myself for this betrayal. You see, many men from our village worked in the same mines. My friend's husband, for example, we got married at the same time. Her husband worked in the same mine as mine, but he came home every 4 to 6 months. He always brought her gifts, dresses, perfumes, groceries, but me, I could go a whole year and forget I was married. One day, my aunt from my father's side came to visit. She knew everything, the pregnancy, the betrayal, the silence. And that's when she told me she had something that could bring my husband back to me, a charm. She said, "My daughter, this charm will make your husband love you again. He will forget the other woman." In my desperation, I accepted. I didn't ask too many questions. I just wanted him to love me again, to see me again. When my husband came back for the holidays, I cooked for him a special beef stew, his favorite, and that's where I added the charm, just as my aunt instructed. That night, we went to bed, and he started complaining of stomach cramps. I thought it was just the alcohol. He hadn't had traditional drinks in a while, but the next morning, I woke up to find the bed soaked in sweat. His body was cold. I screamed. My mother came running. My aunt followed. And just like that, my husband was gone. At the funeral, I was broken. I cried. I wailed. I thought it was my fault, but I still didn't know the full truth. Weeks later, my aunt came back and sat me down. She said, "My daughter, what I gave you wasn't a love charm. It had red poison in it. I saved your life." I stared at her in shock. "Saved me? I loved him." She replied, "He was going to give you HIV. I had a dream he was going to make you sick, and there was no medicine then. You would have died." I didn't know whether to cry or to be grateful. I was numb. Then she said something that shook me to my core. "Now, I want you to have a better man. Your friend's husband. He's faithful. He will treat you well. He should be yours." I shouted, "No, that's evil. I can't betray my friend." but my aunt was determined. She brought out an old brown leather suitcase. Inside were bottles, powders, and herbs. She handed me another charm and said, "Just try it. Wash yourself with it. Let him see you." I didn't want to, but a desperate broken part of me wanted to feel loved again. So I did it. The next morning, I washed myself with the moti and went to my friend's compound, pretending to help her with chores. Her husband was sitting in the sun, sipping a drink. When I passed by, he looked at me. He waited until I was alone at the back of the hut, then came over, gently placed his hand on my hip, and whispered, "You are beautiful." I froze. My heart beat fast. Then he walked away laughing. I should have stopped everything right there, but the seed had been planted. That night, I heard a soft knock on my window. Tap, tap, tap. I opened the curtain and saw him. I opened the door, trembling. "I need to talk," he said. What happened next was not talking. It was our body speaking, screaming. That night, he touched me in ways my husband never did. I melted in his arms. When it was over, he whispered, "I'm taking you with me to Johannesburg." I watched him leave my room, breathless, legs trembling. I didn't even lock the door. The next morning, my friend came to fetch water with me, like we always did. But now, I hated her. I looked at her with disgust, not because of what she had done, but because of what I had done. She called me sister, but now I was sleeping with her husband. Her laughter pierced my ears. I told her I had a headache and stayed behind, drowning in guilt and desire. Days later, I left. I didn't tell anyone, not even my in-laws. I went with him to the city. We started living there together like husband and wife. And then I found out I was pregnant. When I returned to the village 2 months later, I was carrying his child. My friend saw me and couldn't even look her in the eye. I hated her because deep down, I wanted to be her. My aunts kept giving me charms, stronger ones. I used them to keep this man mine. But then something happened. He started getting sick slowly. First he would cough, then the headaches, then sweats at night. I ignored it at first until one night he collapsed in my arms, and that was it. He was gone. Gone just like my husband. I looked at the charms in my hands and cried. I had done it again. Twice I had loved, and twice I had lost, all because of charms, all because of desperation. Now I live alone. My child is grown. I never told anyone what I had done until now. To all the women listening, be careful what you ask for, be careful what you trust, and never let pain make you destroy someone else's happiness. Because when you do, you may just lose everything. Let me ask you, can you trust your friend around your man? Have you ever felt betrayed by someone close to you? Let me know in the comments, or better yet, tell us about your own story. This was my confession. Thank you for listening. I look forward to hearing the opinions of viewers in the comment section below. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sisters. Let us try to talk to her in the comment section. Things they really happen for this our world. Wow.